I have a funny story to tell you. Have you ever told a little white lie? Well, you're going to love this, especially all of you that bake for church bake sales. Alice Grayson was to bake a cake for the First Baptist Church in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. She was a new member of the church, a member of the ladies group in that church, and she so wanted to fit in. But the morning of the bake sale, she woke up and realized, oh my, I forgot to bake a cake. Well, she rummaged through her cabinets and she found an angel food cake mix, quickly made it while drying her hair, dressing, helping her son pack for scout camp. Well, Alice took the cake from the oven and the center dropped flat, and the cake looked horribly disfigured. Well, she thought, oh dear, there's not time to bake another cake. This cake was important to Alice because she did want to fit in. And so she looked around the house for something to fit in the middle of the cake. Well, she found it in the bathroom. She found a roll of toilet paper. She plunked it in and then covered the whole cake with icing. Well, it not only looked beautiful, it looked perfect. Before she left the house to drop the cake by the church and head for work, Alice woke up her daughter Amanda and gave her some money with specific instructions. Be at that bake sale the moment it opens at 9:30 and buy that cake and bring it home. When Amanda arrived at the bake sale, she found the attractive, perfect cake had already been sold. She grabbed her cell phone and she called her mom. Alice was horrified. She was beside herself. Everyone would know. What would they think? She would be ostracized, talked about, ridiculed. All night long, Alice lay awake in bed thinking about people pointing fingers at her, talking behind her back. The next day, Alice promised herself she would try not to think about the cake and would attend the fancy luncheon bridal shower at the home of a fellow church member and try to have a good time. Alice did not want to attend because the hostess was a snob who more than once had looked down her nose at Alice because she was a single parent and not from one of the founding families of Tuscaloosa. But having already RSVP'd, she couldn't think of a believable excuse to stay home. Well, the meal, it was elegant. The company was definitely upper crust, Old South. And to Alice's horror, the cake in question was presented as the dessert. Alice felt the blood drain from her body as she saw the cake. She started out of her chair to tell the hostess about it, but before she could get to her feet, the mayor's wife said, "Wow, what a beautiful cake." Alice, still stunned, sat back in her chair when she heard the hostess, who was a prominent church member, say, "Why, thank you. I baked it myself." Alice smiled and thought to herself, God is good.